Hello pilots and welcome to Season 4 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. Full format rules and lists are in the description below, and you can see all lists in the video linked in the top right hand corner of the screen now. But joining me for round 3, game 2, we have our Empire loving...
What? No, it's James.
Oh, sorry, wrong person. Yeah, obviously, we know you don't like the Empire. You're
like the Empire as a whole, but I do like the design of some of their ships. Particularly these ones. They're classics, really.
They are absolute classics. I mean, I love the TIE Interceptor. We know this. It's one of my favourite ships. It was great to see it in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. No spoilers if you haven't watched it yet, but check out Episode 3. It's brilliant.
I mean, all the ships show up.
Yeah, I mean, both of them, yeah. Great. It's really nice to see the ships come into the TV shows and live action. I know we see a lot of them in the movies, but in a weird way...
It's always nice when you can, you see an X-Wing on one of the shows and you go, oh...
Yeah. I don't know why, there's just something about seeing it in a TV show rather than a movie that just makes it feel a bit
more special. Yeah,
absolutely. But... we're here to talk about a different show, Flight Academy Season 4.
Second Sister was on Rebels.
Second Sister was on Rebels. Vult was part of Sky Strike Academy. We've never seen, as far as I'm aware, the bomber pilots.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen a bomber pilot, have we? Aside from maybe when... in
a background shot or something.
Yeah, maybe some Rebels Steel or bomber or something.
Yeah. But
probably
this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, interceptors versus bombers. If the bombers can catch these guys with, the proton bombs or the proton torpedoes, there's not a lot of health on Fraser's team.
No, I mean they've got good evasion,
but Sister with her ability in the Proton Rockets can do a number on the 6 hull of Wes's bombers, and Vult with Juke is just basically going, try and dodge this. No, you can't.
I mean, if Second Sister can pull off the perfect rocket shot, that could OCO one of these bombers with crits, because if you're pulling 5 crits...
yeah, you got a good chance of either a fuel leak or a direct hit.
Yeah, you are tempting.
As long as the fuel leak doesn't come out last, you're good.
Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I love the fact that Wes brought the bombers, because they are just fantastic. And with that new starter kit they're doing, bombers are going to be standard soon, which is just brilliant. I can finally fly my 4 bombers in a standard game. Don't know how good it'll be, but I can fly my 4 bombers in a standard game. And these are 2 of the good pilots as well, Reimer and Jonus.
Yeah,
they're really good.
I like that Wes has Jonus is the supporting one, isn't he?
Yes.
It's friendly ships can re-roll
2 dice, and then Reimer with the protons can increase or decrease the range, so can do proton torps at range 1.
Oh yes, he's that. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
With the 2 rerolls from Jonus, I mean, what is not to love about that?
There is some big hits potential on both sides here. I'm very curious to see how the first engagement plays out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think Fraser's going to want to try and get around the side of these bombers.
It definitely seems like it, because he's going sort of the right side of that central debris. I feel like, well, I mean, he could barrel roll to the left, but I'm not sure he'd
roll to the right. He's going the right way there, but at the same time, Jonus has proton bombs.
He does, but
he can also...
if you know they're coming, which I feel like Fraser probably would, you can anticipate it, and going that way around the debris, Wes is gonna struggle more to turn around, I think.
Yeah, but don't forget, Jonus has Skill Bombardier, so can do it at speed 1 or 2, and he also has the Nimble Bomber, so he can do that with a
that
2
combo with the
tank.
Skill Bombardier gives a lot of options for where the bomb's going.
So it does, yeah, it gives you a lot more scope. I mean, it's not quite as good as, say, Emma Azamine, who can just go, I'm going to throw it at 3 hard, but it is still pretty impressive.
It's also a combination that I think most of the bombers can do.
I believe so, yes, actually.
As long as they've got the points for the crew and some bombs, that's all you really need to pull it off.
I mean, Skill Bombardier isn't that expensive either, to be honest. I think Skill Bombardier, if I'm right, I'm just going to double check, I'm pretty sure Skill Bombardier is only like 2 points. It's one of the cheaper gunners. So let's have a quick look.
2 points, yeah.
Yeah, 2 points. And to answer your question, they all have gunner.
Yeah, I mean, it would be weird if there was one that didn't, really.
So they could... all of them could actually do that combo because of their loadout.
What kind of bombs do you want to use, I guess?
I mean, all of them. Just chuck them all on their thermal detonators with Skill Bombardier and Nimble Bomber.
I do like that Skill Bombardier works with devices and not specifically bombs. That gives it a lot more variety as well.
Yeah, because it's trajectory simulator that only works with
bombs.
So you can't just chuck a cluster mine in front of you because, I mean,
that seems balanced. Not being able to do that.
I mean, there was a card in version 1, wasn't there, where you could just set up bombs anywhere on the map, wasn't there? Like outside of a certain range of like your opponent, like Saboteur map or something like that. I think.
I don't think it got used a whole lot.
No, it was very late version 1.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of funny because you could just basically set the rocks up and then set the cluster mines up between the rocks and go, right, do you want a cluster mine or a rock?
Oh, yeah. You got a little bit of damage onto Reimer.
Yeah, not too much there. I think Wes has actually come off.
Yeah, he's done all right. I'm curious to see how he's going to react to the Interceptor's current position.
It's either try and force them to quickly turn around those rocks, or Wes just... oh, here we go, Proton Bomb.
Okay.
I actually... maybe a little bit too far away, but also at the same time... I think Vult's fine because he's got enough clearance to get round.
Yeah, it might be a little early to try the bomb. I mean, I guess it's potentially stopping a sloop from Vult.
Well, they're both stressed, so they couldn't sloop anyway.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But Second Sister's angle is a bit awkward, so Second Sister's likely to possibly be trying to have to do a 2 forward or a 2 bank. So, good catch there, but K-turn from Reimer.
I mean, it could also be the case of, like, you've got the upgrade and you think, well, there's not much time and I want to at least try and use it, so let's try and use it.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't come off, maybe Fraser was anticipating it and it sort of made his decision about what he was going to do, because sometimes bombs are just as good as a threat and an area denial as they are actually...
You spend so many resources avoiding like one bit of damage and then end up in a really bad position because of it.
Yeah. So Second Sister just doing the 2 forwards, so...
that might be close enough.
I think it is.
I don't know, it seems pretty close. She might be safe. I don't know how good Fraser is at eyeballing distances.
It's tricky, especially on a slightly reduced board size. It actually makes it a bit harder to try and judge it. Because, like...
yeah, and all that.
I mean, one of the segments on the side is about 3.5 for range, 3.5 to 4. So you can kind of use that as an eyeball, but I think that should be fine there, I think.
Yeah, that seems safe.
That is a lot safer. But again, Fraser's now had to move Second Sister away instead of potentially doing extreme maneuvers to bring Second Sister round.
Yeah. Yeah, again, bombs are... Ooh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Bombs are, as we said earlier, a control piece at times. But that is an interesting decision to boost. I would have just left her where she was, really.
I think I would have as well. Interesting. And yeah, see, this is what I anticipated with Vult, the 2 forward. But look at the position of Jonus there, blocking a bank boost.
Oh my, yeah.
That's actually really good.
Intentional from Wes. That is amazing.
Yeah. So forcing the barrel roll.
Yeah, forcing the barrel roll boost to get away from the bomb, but now he's
out of position, no shot.
That from who's that? That's
should be Reimer,
and it has spent all of Skerris' resources to.
Second Sister is caught by the Proton Bomb there.
Yeah, why boost?
And the
of course, no shields, so that's definitely a crit.
Yeah. And the crit is damaged engine as well.
Not good in her position either. She's stressed and facing a corner.
She's stressed, facing a corner, and now has lost some of her good blue maneuvers as well. That great bomb, great positioning there from Wes. That just worked out absolutely fantastic for him. Vult got the evade.
We were questioning the bomb, but that's worked out really well for Wes. So, what do we know?
Yeah, I mean, let's just shut up and watch. Clearly, we're in the presence of a master right now. I mean, I did absolutely love that. It was just so good. Ooh, coming round.
He managed to capitalise in getting damage on Vult. But he did stop Vult getting a shot.
Which, you know what? That's just as good sometimes.
Oh, and is that Jonus that just grabbed a lock on Second Sister?
I believe it is Jonus.
Cluster missiles heading her way. Maybe some protons as well, yeah. Seeing that Second Sister is now in a bit of trouble, Wes is like, well, I can see where my target is now.
Yeah, I smell interceptors in the water.
And Vult is basically out of the fight for this turn. He's got to either de-stress or start turning around.
Oh no.
No, you can't do that, can you?
He can't do that. It's red now with damaged engine. Do they pick?
Oh,
he's just looked at his damage card.
Oh no! I was just looking at Second Sister's dice. Okay, we can do the 2 sharp and just treat it as white. Stay stressed.
But that one sharp is white normally with damaged engine. It is red. If you do a red maneuver whilst you are stressed, you have to put a 2 white forward.
I think Second Sister might be flying off the board.
Yeah.
If not this turn, potentially next turn.
Well, I think even if Second Sister doesn't go off the board now, there is nothing she can do to stay on next turn because a 2 hard would just hit the other corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that he was just saying if he'd have done a bank and cleared, but then he would have gone off later. He could have barrel rolled, extreme maneuvered.
Oh yeah, there were Extreme maneuver.
He's just having. Oh no! Even then, he wouldn't have been able to extreme maneuver. It would have still gone off.
I think we'd have to try a 2 sharp and a 2 sharp, and just stay. Didn't just try and tank the the cluster missile and the proton torpedo that's coming away. But yeah,
that bomb
killed second sister, effectively.
What is Vult doing? You are not a Vulture droid. You're a Vult Skerris, not a Vulture Skerris. Oh,
he's taking 2 damage as well from it. Fraser, this is not your game. Sorry, mate.
No. Oh, that is unfortunate. That bomb has rattled Fraser there.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that Jonus and Reimer are facing the wrong way. They can't capitalise, but that is...
I feel like the only thing Wes is probably thinking at the moment is, I wasted those target locks.
Yeah.
Never mind, I've still got all these torpedoes and missiles for this guy, who's on 1 health now.
I mean, 4.5 minutes left. Even an Interceptor, I don't think, has the power to turn this deficit around.
Yeah.
10 health.
We were really off the mark when we were talking about that bomb.
Yeah, I mean, completely.
I'm very curious as to why Fraser boosted like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. That bomb is effectively done 5 damage.
It's all of Wes's points. 1 bomb.
Yeah. I mean, Wes hasn't actually landed a shot in anger. It was just that bomb that has done all of that. Caused Fraser to reposition Vult out the way, reposition second sister, getting that crit. She went off the board.
I mean, I know that was through a lot of consequential effects from a bomb. I'm curious how much damage people have done with a bomb in one attack, kind of thing. Like if you remember a time where you're like, I did 4+ damage, let us know in the comments, because I would be interested to hear how that happened.
Yeah, be very interested to hear that.
Vult did get a crit though.
Yeah, it's a disabled power regulator.
Ion, okay. We've seen Ion be particularly nasty in these games, so could be good.
And something that was actually pointed out to me the other day that I did miss, so thank you to those in the comments who pointed this out. When you're Ion, you actually break your locks.
The ones you
can't maintain locks. If you have a lock, the lock is broken. It's there. I actually had to double check it. I can see it's there as another little line in the paragraph, but I never even realised that. I don't know how I missed it.
Oh, look at all those green dice. That's what you want.
But that's 2 focuses and no focus token.
Okay, you want all of the dice, but you don't want those symbols on the dice.
No.
Right, well. I can't believe the bombers won only without using any munitions other than just 1 bomb.
That was truly impressive.
Well,
Wes, you know what? Round of applause for that. That was bombers. I love them. They're great. But yeah, 5 points for Wes in the end there. So well done. And James, thank you very much for coming along. Are you going to pick up some bombers now?
I've got my Y-wings. I'm good.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that game. Please don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more to come, and we will see you next time.